Hello students of class 8, welcome to the online tutorial classes for Vidya Bhavan High Secondary School, and this video is for class 8 biology. The chapter what I will continue today is the health and hygiene, and this video is part 6. Okay. So in the previous video I've completed the part of the communicable disease. Okay. So in this communicable disease, I have discussed about this influenza, measles, malaria, dengue, chikungunya and acquired immunodeficiency virus or AIDS, and also talk about the causative agent of those diseases and the mode of transmission along with the symptoms and the prevention. Okay, so today I will start with the vectors. So there are some kind of diseases which are actually happening by the help of the vectors. So the first we have to know what is a vector. So according to the biology, the definition of the vector, a vector is an organism that carries pathogens from a source of infection to a healthy individual without getting affected itself. Okay. So what are the examples of that kind of vectors? Some of the examples are like mosquitoes, like houseflies, like ticks, mites, etc. Okay, so vector is a interesting term, right? So what is a vector? A vector is an organism. It is actually one organism. It can be some of the mammals, it can be some of the insects, okay, it can be flies, okay. So organism that carries pathogen from a source of infection. So how can it carry these pathogens? It can carry from one infected person to another. It also can carry from an infected animal to the human or to the another animal. Okay, so it can only carry the pathogens from the source of infection to a healthy individual. So to whom it carries? It carries these pathogens to a healthy individual and make that person affected to this disease. But something interesting is here present, that the vector which is carrying these pathogens to a healthy individual but does not get affected itself. The disease cannot be happening in their body. They only can carry that pathogens, but these diseases are not happening in their body. So what are the examples? Like some mosquitoes, like some houseflies, ticks, mites, etc. So also as well as mammals such as rats and dogs are vectors and spread dangerous infections. So some mammals, some examples of mammals. Examples of mammal vectors like dog, rat, etc. So the disease which are carried by the vectors are called vector-borne disease. what that they called? Vector-borne disease. Okay. There are many kind of diseases are there, like the malaria, like the dengue, like the yellow fever. What are the examples of this vector-borne disease? Like malaria, dengue, yellow fever, and many more. Okay, so today I will just talk about these vectors, and I will get to know some of interesting things, like ringworm is a disease, is not caused by the worm. The word worm is present in the name of the ringworm. Ringworm, which are found usually in the outside of this eye. A red rash or red color pigmentation can be seen in this disease, but it is not causing by the worms, but it is by the fungus. It is a fungal disease. Okay, and one more interesting thing is sleeping sickness. The term sleeping sickness arose from the observation that patients with this disease become progressively sleepy until they individually fail to wake up. Okay, so it is also one more interesting thing we are getting to know. Okay, so now we will start with the common vectors and the pathogen of diseases carried by them, and in the next video I will also continue with it. Okay, so let me erase this vector part and I will write it from here. Okay. So we will write this like a chart. The first is according to vector name, next is pathogen name, then the name of disease, and then the effects and symptoms. Okay. So the first one, the name of the vector is Anopheles mosquito. Anopheles mosquito. Actually, female Anopheles mosquito. What is the name of the pathogen? It is the Plasmodium. Okay, it is the pathogen. And what is the disease that is caused by it? The name of the disease is malaria. And the effect is like the fever, actually periodic fever. It comes after a sudden period of the time with the chills and the red blood cell count drops. Okay, so this is the way we will discuss about the vector, the name of the pathogen, the disease caused by this vector, and the effect of the symptom. In the next video, I will talk more about this vector-borne disease. Till then, thank you.